So at that point, I believe I had like 2 more days left in Mexico with my friends. And the next morning, I woke up and our stores got shut down. So at that point, it was, COVID, and everyone needed masks. So they said that we were extorting a crisis by using Facebook to advertise masks that were in like short stock or like in no stock, and it was hard to get, so we should have been helping people get them. So our stores got shut down. So in the midst of all that, like our 2 little stores that we had going, and then the one with the nursing bracelets, it got shut down because previously, before nursing bracelets, we had added the masks on there, nursing bracelets, just all kind of stuff, just advertising to different people. We're really testing things out from a course that we learned. And these courses, he had watched them previously to showing me, but he just was never successful at creating his own business the way that I was able to see the way as like an opening for myself. So yes, he used the knowledge for himself, as in becoming a marketer or becoming a social media manager or agency or whatever, but I was actually the person that was going to be having the business. So I was creating stores and doing like product research. I was learning how to find good products, trending products, going on to like Amazon, going on to eBay, then cross-referencing it somewhere else, and just making sure this is people that want to buy it, going on Alibaba, then AliExpress, and then boom, 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 talking to suppliers, and I got really good at that. So then once I got back home, our stores had got shut down and we were going through that. But once we talked, he realized that, these guys said I look good, but in my conversation, I was surpassing that conversation and just talking about different things that we were talking about. But he said that I was entertaining people, so I was like, okay, whatever, I won't talk to these guys online anymore, whatever, leave it alone. But then he said, I really want to make something successful. Like, I don't really just want a relationship just to be in it and doing daily things that everybody in a relationship does. Like, I want us to have something that comes out of it different, so I can respect that. So we get back to the ball rolling. So at this point, I've done a significant amount of knotless braids, okay? And I was wearing knotless braids and everything on my own. So I was literally like, y'all, I need to find a solution to a problem. And a client came to me. Her name was Mystique, and I did some really, really long braids in her hair. When I tell you, she sent me a video of her hair all congested in this like plastic bag, wrap around with a shoestring, wrap around with like 3 different things to hold her braids up in the shower. So when I saw that, I instantly knew, I gotta find something that will hold hair out the way. So I found, before I get into that, I went on Alibaba, okay, because they are the best at what they do. And I went on Alibaba, I was looking for the product. I'm looking for an extra long bonnet, something that could snap up, something that could button up. That was just in my head. I went searching everywhere, didn't find anything. So I'm on Alibaba for days and days and days, didn't see anything. One of my old friends ended up sending me a product a girl was selling in Southfield that did hair. I went back on Alibaba probably 3 more days looking for dedication, okay? Boom, find the product instantly. Buy like 20 of them. Hire somebody to put my logo on it. Went on Fiverr, because I learned all this. Went on Fiverr, hired someone to create me a logo for about $12. Then I hired somebody else that was next door to the suite that I was working in while I was braiding hair. He's just so happened to be a screen printer. Hired him to put my logo onto my bonnets, and boom, we in business, right? So this is August 2020. So I start, trying to make the website. I got it on Shopify, and of course, what everybody want to do, we always want to make it perfect. We always want to make it just the best thing. One of the days I was doing hair, and I had a friend that passed away tragically, and it just threw me all off. So I wanted to go on a vacation. This trip, I actually paid for me and Mac. We call him Mac. I paid for me and Mac to go to Mexico really quick just to get away. But realistically, I was so sad the whole time I was there, and before I was really sad. I was trying to do things to take my mind off of it, but he always just wanted to work. Like, even on vacation, he just wanted to work all day long. Like, the first vacation I ever took where I never really even went outside, I was just in the room with him on the balcony because he was working for so long, and he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna work, we'll do it later, and didn't want to go do nothing, want to get in water, didn't want to get anything. And I just thought it was just, he was focused on his numbers and certain things he was learning as he was growing. You know how that go. You tell somebody, oh, I know how to do it, but you really learn it on a dime. So that was really what it was for the most part. So we're in Mexico. It wasn't the greatest time. I ended up being out there when they had the funeral plan. Like, it just ended up happening to be on the same day that I was supposed to be at the funeral. So I missed the funeral. And yeah, we got back home. So we got back home, and then that's when I shared with him like the idea and the product that I had found. At that point, I don't think I told him about it because he was really uninterested. Like, he was just so invested and involved with what he had going on. So I showed him, and he's like, okay, what are you waiting for? And I was like, well, I don't have any other products. Like, I only have this one product. He was like, you don't need this to be perfect. You just release the product, just put it on there. And at this point, when I was doing my LLC, when I was about to finalize it, I was really about to give him 50% of the business because a lot of the information that I had learned, he had already had. I mean, I did pay him for certain like courses, or we bought courses together, but before buying courses together, I had to watch something to believe in it. So I did put money and invest into that. So boom, I made the store on Shopify. Once I made the store, we learned how to run ads. I had to run 40 ads at $100 a day. And I was doing all of that. And up until the point when I ran ads, he literally just, everything switched. Like, in the business, like, he was like, okay, I got it from here. And I really felt like at that point, I felt like he wanted to stop my growth because he wanted me to feel like I needed him in certain points. But, you know, he was my boyfriend, and I was just happy that we had something good, and he thought it was good because he wouldn't want to run my ads for any reason. So I found the audiences of the first campaigns that we ran on Facebook. I did them. I found the ad creatives. I did the caption. I did everything. And then he launched them and set the budget up and everything. So I guess I want to go back a little bit because to set the budget, I had to learn that. So I was watching a lot of like different courses like Ty Lopez and things like that. And when I was watching him, he had other courses on his platform, like credit courses. So I watched a credit course, and then once I was watching that credit course, I started being interested in credit. Like, when I first started all this, my credit literally was probably like a 600, and I really didn't care about credit. I'm like, no, I don't want to owe anybody, forget that. So I watched this credit course on his website, and it was like, dang, okay, you know, you use your credit, you just pay it back and keep using your credit, you pay it back, they're gonna bust your credit wide open, this and that. So, and my journey of, you know, trying to find people that I can relate to in this, I found a woman, her name is Danielle Holmes. And y'all probably know her, she big and popping and everything now, but I reached out to her, and I was just asking her, like, man, like, I'm in this, you know, e-commerce space, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And she basically told me, you know, like, it's marketing, like, it's just marketing. All you gotta do is master marketing, and you know you can sell anything. So once we did that, like, I was, you know, doing videos, trying to focus on that. Y'all, okay, so September 2020. And at the end of September 2020, still going into October, I was I was making the website, you know, trying to make sure I had the best, like, TikTok video so I could run it up. And boom, October 2020 hit, and y'all, my first set of 40 campaigns, we run at $400, and we made $100,000 in the first 30 days of my business, Knotless K. And all the crazy started from there.